Alright, what's up guys? This is Moto Joey. This is actually going to be one of my first YouTube videos, technically. I mean, I've made some before, but... So, this YouTube video is going to be about, the things to do in Las Vegas. So, I was not born and raised here. I'm actually originally from Long Beach, California, LBC. Definitely miss it every day, just because I'm such a beach bum. Love the beach, miss it every day. I miss walking outside and smelling the ocean. I know a lot of you guys can't relate, but the people that are from LBC, you know what's up. Or by the ocean, whichever. But anyways, so I moved out here in Las Vegas for about 2 years, so September 6, 2016 is when I moved out here. I moved out here because I thought I was in love. I moved out here and I don't regret it, but it would have been nice to, you know what's gonna happen in the future. So I moved out here 2 years ago, and I kind of wanted to make this video so then people know what to do when they come out here if they've never been to Vegas, or they don't know what to do, because I know the times that I came to Vegas, I came because I just got drunk with my friends and went to clubs, and that was it. So that was our day, drinking all day, all night, staying up all day, all night, partying, and you know. So instead of doing the typical Vegas stuff, because people literally come to Vegas like 2, 3, 4 times a year and do the same thing, I'm just like, bro, come on, you can do better. One of the things I want to kind of just touch base with is the things that you should do when you first get to Vegas. So when you first get to Vegas, obviously you're gonna get a room, but some of you guys people think that you should rent a car. I definitely don't suggest it here in Vegas, especially because we charge for parking now. And it's really bad. Even on Fremont Street you have to charge for parking. It's stupid. So just don't even do it. Driving in Las Vegas is pointless. I definitely recommend Uber over taxis. I'm gonna put my link down below so then you guys can at least get some sort of discount from that. I also had my experience. I used to be an Uber driver here in Las Vegas, so that's a whole different video I'm gonna have to talk about, because it's some interesting stuff in Vegas, let me tell you. But yeah, living in Vegas is pretty chill. I mean, it's extreme hot, extreme cold. Definitely recommend not renting a car, because literally most of the casinos out here charge for parking, especially if they're owned by Caesars Palace or they're owned by MGM properties and Caesars properties. So I think literally there's maybe less than a handful, or maybe a handful of hotels that actually don't charge for parking. So Stratosphere, Hooters Hotel, I know this because I used to work at Hooters. The Link Hotel, I believe, doesn't charge for it, and that's about it. I'm not sure if Circus charges. I think they just started charging. Some hotels, if you're staying with them, they don't charge for parking. So if you drive down here, just expect to pay for parking. If not, go to those hotels and park there and just Uber around. Because honestly, Ubering is probably cheaper than paying for parking. First 30 minutes depending on which property. And usually you're going to be somewhere for more than an hour, let's be honest. It used to be that, what was it? Paris Hotel and Bally's Hotel never used to charge, now they do. So it's just it's a hit or miss with it. Another thing I highly recommend when you come to Las Vegas is watch shows. A lot of people don't watch the shows because they think it's super pricey and it's not worth it. Honestly, it is so worth it. It's so much fun to just laugh or see something interesting. Another thing to do I recommend is doing fun stuff. Rent a Lamborghini, do some crazy shit, go on tours. They have ATV tours. I've done that. It's right by Nellis Air Force Base. They also got Grand Canyon tours. Me personally, I recommend the helicopter tour because it's literally just a 2-hour trip instead of spending a whole fucking 7 to 8 hours out there. Yeah, the most busiest time of the year is summer for Las Vegas. Vegas summer is crazy. Right now, the New Year's just starting. This is the time that they'll start hiring. But they stop hiring people around September, October, there you go. That's when it starts becoming slow season. I learned because when I first moved out here, it was very hard to find a job. So it's around that time, like it's so hard to find a job. So just keep in mind, if you do decide to move, come out here like in the beginning of like spring, right before summer, because there's so many job openings and so many opportunities. And summer is honestly like legit the best time of the year because it's so much fun. Like there's so many like day clubs, nightclubs, pool parties. I mean, day clubs are pool parties. So it's super fun in the summer. Like you get to see people in bikinis with their shirts off. Like why not? Winter season's the slow season. I never understand why parents like come in with their kids. Like I feel so bad for the kids. Like there ain't nothing for you to do except go to Circus and watch the Bellagio fountains and watch the volcano eruption. Another thing people always love doing is going to those things. They're free. The Bellagio fountain, I believe it's like an all-day thing. It starts afternoon at 12 o'clock and it's every hour. And then after 5 p.m. or 4 p.m., it's every 30 or every 15 minutes until I believe 10 p.m. So if you guys want to see those shows, definitely check it out. The Bellagio fountain. It's always different music. It's same like, you know, splash thing. Volcano eruption. I still haven't seen it. I've seen parts of it because I was like driving by in that area. But yeah, that one is like every hour. And it's exactly at like 9:01 or 9:08 or like, or not 9:08, 9:01 or 8:01 or 7:01. They do it like every hour, I believe. I can't remember like in detail. I kind of learned pretty quick because I actually got hired as a concierge at the Hilton Grand Vacations on the Boulevard on the Strip. And it's a little bit closer towards the Stratosphere, like the end by Sahara. So you don't see it a lot, but as a concierge I was supposed to sell show tickets, and so that's kind of how I learned about Vegas and the things to do in Vegas. Is because of that I've planned people's, you know, vacations and trips and stuff like that, what to do here in Vegas, all the fun stuff, the bars to go to. Like there's an ice bar here. I remember I helped a couple that they were joking around calling us and was like, hey, do you know anything about swingers clubs? And they're all laughing on the other side of the phone, and I go to my coworker, I was like, hey man, do you know anything? Because he's lived out in Vegas for a cool minute. I was like, hey man, do you know anything about swingers club? He's like, yeah, it's called the Green Door, blah blah blah. And then we googled it, looked it up, and I was giving them, they came downstairs and they were like, hey, you know, we were joking and all, blah blah blah. And I was like, nah dude, we got all this info right here for you. And they were like legit like excited to go. So yeah, they have a swingers club out here. They have like an ice bar. There's also Fremont Street. It's like really popular for the locals. That's the place that we usually go to like go to night, like go to clubs and like party, because it's a lot cheaper than the Strip. Now instead of paying $20 a drink at the Strip, you go to Fremont Street, and Fremont Street you're paying $8. So you're kind of winning. You do get to see some crazy characters. I always recommend Fremont Street because it's so much more lively. Like they have free live performances, so you see people playing covers of like older bands and then newer ones. There's 2 stages, so one's in the middle, which has modern music, and then the one all the way towards the back, closer to like the Plaza Hotel and Golden Gate. Those ones are like old school rock kind of thing. Certain hotels are a little bit overpriced, like the D Hotel. No shade to the D Hotel, but it's just a little bit like the alcohol is a little bit more expensive than you would going to Fremont Hotel. Don't get me wrong, like the D Hotel is actually pretty cool because, you know, they have like go-go dancers and it's a lot more like modern and more lively. Golden Gate 2 has go-go dancers, and you just get to see people like street performers. There's this kid that like raps, which is really good. He's really big on Instagram actually. I just found out. Then there's like people that twerk, there's people that like dress up, those typical Vegas girls that takes pictures, Spindell guys. There's a lot of like fun stuff. They also got some cool like nightclubs. There's Troy, which is at, what is it, Golden Nugget? Troy, which is really cool. They play pretty good music. You have a view of Fremont, you know, Fremont Street. There's also Gold Spike. That one's pretty popular. They have like an outdoor playground. Corduroy. There's also Red. That's one of my favorite ones. I call it Reds. I don't know why I flip plural, but it's actually red. It's like literally red on the outside, and you go inside and they have like light up tables at the bar. It's really awesome. That's why I love it. And they always play 90s music. That's my favorite thing. There's also like the Container Park, for like, you know, as Californian people, we're like all about the veganism and shit like that, but they have some, you know, stuff like that. Hipster, I guess you can say. But yeah, like it's super fun. Restaurants in Vegas are honestly awesome. The restaurant industry is really huge out here. That's kind of another reason why I moved out here, because there's so much opportunity to grow. I worked in the casino industry for a while, since I turned 21, so I was just like, fuck it, it's big in Vegas, why not, you know? So, I mean, it's, Vegas has its ups and downs, like, it's fucking cold, and it gets really hot too, so, that's like, I think the biggest issue that I have. And it's so windy out here. Sometimes I can't ride my motorcycle. It just gets draining after a while because people get so consumed with the whole Vegas life. Like, they party, that's what they do. As a manager, you kind of promote yourself, network with people, you're passing out your, business cards of you managing certain properties and stuff like that. So it gets pretty exhausting, like, doing all that stuff. They always have industry nights, so if you are a local here in Vegas, for like food and beverage, you can go to certain nightclubs, and it's like for free, and you can possibly get like bottle service. Obviously you want to tip your bartenders and your cocktail waitress no matter what, but yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm gonna give you advice. That's one thing that people don't realize, is that here in Vegas you do get free drinks, but not necessarily. You have to pay $20. You put $20 in your machine, any machine, slot machine, whatever it may be. Even table games, you pay $20. Now, when you go to slot machine, depending on which like casino you're at, they have a certain range that you have to play constantly, and the cocktail waitress that's serving you is watching that range of how much you're spending. So as long as you're playing 35 cents a hand or more slot machine, you're gonna constantly get drinks. Now, these drinks are always gonna be small, like, but free drinks is free drinks, right? But yeah, you have to play like at least 30 cents a hand if it's a slot machine. If it's a different machine, it's gotta be like $5, $2, $1, I can't remember. But just keep that in mind. Don't get mad because you're not getting a free drink. That's just how it is. That's what the industry is. They want you to keep playing in order to do that. Me personally, I don't do it. I'll probably play like one hand just so I can get one free drink. But then, you might as well just pay for it because you lost a hand. Like, that's just me though. Drink's probably gonna only be like $5, and if you're going on happy hour, it's probably like $3 if anything. So it's pretty, Vegas is pretty cool. Yeah, those are my recommendations for people that are vacationing out here. Depending on what you do and stuff, people can hook you up, but for the most part, like, it's really hard. Like, you also have to realize too, working in the food and beverage industry, it's different. For sure. I'll probably make a whole nother video about how it is working in the food and beverage industry, how it is working in Vegas, in Las Vegas, riding a motorcycle, how it is being a female rider. So I'm really excited to start making more videos for you guys. But if you have any more questions or suggestions, or just like anything that you want to know about Las Vegas or what it's like, or even LA, I get you. Some people ask about LA all the time because I'm born and raised. Hit me up, right out on the comments below. Smash that like button, definitely sub. Yeah, I'm super excited for this year. I hope everything turns out. I wish everyone the best, and thanks for watching. Peace out. And if you like me enough, go ahead and follow me on my social media platform like Twitter, Snapchat, and my Twitch account.